Yeah. Let's start in just a little meditation. However you're comfortable sitting. Take a second to drop in here, find connection. Close the eyes or gaze softly down, whatever feels comfortable. Just receiving a few breaths to anchor into your body, feeling the sits bones connect to the earth, the shoulders and belly soften. Let's take a big inhale through the nose. Open mouth, let it go. And 2 more times. No rush. Continue this breath through the nose. Maybe slight ujjayi sound, constriction in the back of the throat. So each one of us is an incredible unit and living, I'm going to say antenna, but it's more than that. You're a living broadcasting system of feelings, of ideas, of heart. And whatever we take in terms of our senses, our diet of what we see, what we listen to, what we eat, it affects that broadcasting. So I take in something really inspiring. Maybe that opens my heart up a little more, and I'm broadcasting feelings of connection and receptivity to connection. Take in something scary and heartbreaking. Maybe that creates an imprint and resonance of closed off helplessness. So our practice is a space to really fine-tune our broadcast and reclaim the strength and the power that we have over that. So I'm going to guide us through a little meditation here before we begin. You start with your palms together, rub the hands, sort of like getting this space of the hand and heart connection prepared. And really feeling the palms ignite the fingertips as well. So you're not just rubbing the palms, but also the fingers, becoming sensitive. So that's our first step, is really becoming receptive and sensitive to the physical body. And starting with the hand is real simple. And then bringing your hands right in front of the heart space, a few inches apart. Just feeling now a little more subtly what is between the hands. Maybe feeling this flow of energy from one palm to the other. The charge of negative and positive, left side, right side. So we're going to charge ourselves up into a space of balance. So as you inhale here, envisioning the breath flowing from the crown of the head down the spine, filling up into the heart space in front of the heart. And then as you exhale from the bottom of the spine, that breath flows back up through the crown, back into the cosmos, and then receiving the breath again. Down the spine and exhale up the spine. Just continue following the breath like a little circuit up and down your spine. And there's this bulb, a light bulb, an orb in front of the chest. Invite you to place some intention there. What is the anchor for your practice? And some days maybe feeling like leaving it open. So no need to box yourself in, whatever feels right for you today. Some days we allow life to show us instead of dictating our feelings. And with each breath here, just feeling the space in front of the heart and the hands become more illuminated, like your breath is feeding that light in your heart. And that light starts to grow breath after breath. And that light starts to expand beyond your body, beyond your mat space, to link up with the light in the room, with your neighbor's light, with the collective light. And then extending this out to a place that needs it more than perhaps just this room. So we can start directing our practice from the individual to the collective and back again. So we can remember the power of our own light extends always beyond our own actions. Do not live on an island. We are not vacuums. We have the power and the influence to shift energetic patterns in our own lives and as well in the world. And as we unite our intentions together, our energetic fields together, that amplifies with greater force, greater ability to extend and balance. Our communities, our countries, our world, our human family. And then with your next few breaths, come back to this space, your body, and invite you to take your hands and place them anywhere on the body that feels healing, grounding, that you are receptive to, bringing more connection to. And receive that energy through your hands into your body, taking the time to make that connection, knowing that you're a healing source of energy. Bringing the palms together, we'll just tune in to little sound current. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. I bow to the creative consciousness within, in all living life, all of creation, and to the teachers, the guides, all of those support beings on the journey that we're all on. So exhale all the breath out. And receive a big inhale to chant. Om. 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 Big breath. Hold the breath for a moment, lifting the heart, softening the neck, the shoulders. Exhale. Our second mantra is called the Mangalacharna mantras for guidance, protection, auspiciousness, that we invite wisdom, its phases of primal wisdom, universal wisdom, the wisdom of truth and mastery, that these may connect us and guide us in our practice. And you're welcome to envision pillars of light surrounding you, connecting to the space of being held on our journey. We're not alone. Ad Gure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siri Guru Deve Name. Inhale. Ad Gure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siri Guru Deve Name. Ad Gure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siri Guru Deve Name. Ad Gure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siri Guru Deve Name. Big breath. And exhale. All right. And open up the eyes again slowly. So let's curl the fingers in, thumbs out, bring the arms up to 60 degrees and really stretch your chest, your spine tall. And we'll do breath of fire here, just to sort of activate energy channels. Draw your chin slightly in so your neck feels really long, one long line from the crown to the bottom of your spine. And then let's begin when you're ready, breathing through the nose, inhale, exhale rapidly. And as you have your eyes closed here, gently direct them up towards the crown. It's almost like you're looking through a little window on your skull here. Very gentle pressure through the ocular nerve, on the glands in the brain, inviting this sense of activation, right? Waking up all the parts of ourselves to get on the same page. And that's when that unification internally becomes a really powerful asset in our continued journey in directing our intentions into the world and activating our connections, our community, our dreams, really becoming fully engaged humans, living our lives from the front row, participating fully. Good. Last few seconds. Keep your rhythm, right? It doesn't have to be really fast or really slow like a neighbor, but connected to your own consistent beat. Feeling the navel pulse, letting the body move with your breath. Last 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale, stretch the arms overhead, thumb tips touch, fingers reach up, hold your breath here. Lift root lock. So feel that energy. The base of the spine, lift upwards, stretching, holding. And then exhale, sweep it, bring it down, back to earth, into your body, around your body, fingertips to the ground. Just feel here as we integrate all that in, sit with what is present for you. I'm going to do one more practice with the breath that a little activates the solar plexus a little more. So bring your left arm onto the body and then the right arm on top, and you can grab sort of opposite arms here and really hold the arms snug against the body so you really feel that contact. And then we'll breathe in. Good, breathe out. Hold the breath out and begin to move your navel point in and out. So you're sort of sucking it back towards the spine and pushing it out while you hold the breath out. Do your best to just kind of create that contact with this center of power. Won't be here for very long. We're only doing this 3 times. Good. And then inhale. Exhale. Hold the breath out. Keep the arms snug. And again. Pulling the navel in, letting it go, pulling it in, letting it go. As you find that personal rhythm and bring it into a nice steady pace. Here for another 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale. Last round, really unlocking the power of your belly, your solar plexus, full contact with this space. Almost like we're shaking free any heaviness there, any emotions. 3, 2, 1. Breathing in. And exhale, relax. Good. Let your arms release and just kind of take a moment again, feel. Come onto your hands and knees. Spread the fingers wide. Move freely here for the first few breaths, just connecting to how your back is doing.
Maybe any spots that feel particularly tender, breathing and moving with that space specifically. The invitation is slow, like honey or molasses, just really taking your time with slow breathing, slow connection to movement. And we'll start to cat-cow. So start in cat, just pushing into the hands, chin towards the chest, rounding, feel that space in your back. Just hold this shape and breathe with this shape. Holding the shape in a relaxed way. Sometimes we get into a posture and we're sort of like really in it and muscling our way. And if we can hold it now with a little more softness on the internal plane of your body. And then taking that softness, let's move into cow. And we're going to count in 5, 4, inhaling 3, 2, 1, stretching into full cow, lifting your head and tailbone, arching forward, heart through the arms, holding with the breath here. Again, experiencing this pose from this internal receptive place, breathing in and out here. And then we'll move back towards cat, exhaling in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling back to cow, 5, 4. Slow. Keep moving at this pace. Back and forth for counts of 5, maybe longer if you're feeling like that works. If you'd like to explore that pace of really deep presence with every inch of your spine and breath. Kundalini can be a very powerful and empowering practice. We move quickly sometimes with a rapid rhythm, but I'm just finding this slow rhythm for yourself today that really signals to the body and the nervous system that you are safe. This is a space where you can start to make contact with feelings that might emerge in that space of safety. So let's do 2 more. Rush whatsoever. Then when you're finished, let's stretch up into cow pose. And then hold in that breath. Exhale back into cat. Hold the breath out. And then inhale, neutral spine, come into child's pose. And just see how you feel here. So really being able to feel our feelings, feel what's in the body is such a simple and powerful way of connection, healing. Taking your time to breathe with what is there. Slowly making your way back up into a down dog. Take your time to get into down dog, stretch your legs, make it your own experience of full connection now to all of the back body. Bending the knees, walking them out. Invite you to swivel your heels to the left with the knees slightly bent. Drop the hips back, stretching through the side body. Keep both hands really pushing into the mat. And then swivel the heels to the other side. Same thing, kind of slight bend in the knees, hips back, stretching through the left side. And then back to center. Maybe doing that a few times, side to side, anything that feels good. Again, here, just making contact with your temple. Start to move through a few flows, Sarabandundes as they're called. Inhale, come forward into plank, slow. Exhale, lower down. However, knees, chest, chin, chaturanga. Inhale into your back bend, cobra. And exhale back into a down dog. Again, moving with your breath. Inhaling forward. Exhaling to lower. Inhaling as you arch the spine. Exhale, down dog. What does moving slow and intentionally do for you, to you, with you? Is it harder sometimes? Each repetition as a new layer of kind of peeling back any tension in the body, in the emotional body. Each repetition, chance to connect to the breath more deeply. And then taking your last three. 3 more reps. When you're done, come up to a standing forward bend at the front of your mat. Bending your knees, softening your neck. And no rush. Being here. If you've been to this class before and you've done some of the dancing stuff, you know, we dance sometimes. A lot of energy, really fun. Today's dance segment will be one that is in keeping with our theme, slow, and really connected to your movements from this energy center within you that is moving out into the world. So when you feel ready, roll up, come up to stand. And keep your eyes closed if that feels comfortable. No one's judging your movement. And just feel your body sway. And whatever you hear in the music, it's completely free for you to dance, to move, to feel your body move in space, again, from that center of power, of connection internally.
Just keep up.
Moving completely freely. What does your body hear? How does it wish to respond?
Everybody's got that chapter of dark and darker days.
Right, slow center.
Silence seems to be returning, and its essence can't be tamed. Some we like to find a giant dragon, a secret of death.
Back into every ripple in your body.
Pushing, it's pushing you. Sure.
Contact.
Shit all the time, it's so joy from you. You're not fusion clouds your heart, you also points the way.
Touching your breath.
So, teacher.
Standing for a few breaths. We're going to begin this body awareness practice where you're bringing your hands onto your body and just making contact, feeling as if you have little eyeballs on your hands, touching your body, feeling through your hands, almost like you're greeting every square inch of yourself with your palms. We're just going to do that. Eyes still closed. Lightly feel each part of your body. No reservations. Every square inch. Feel through your palms, sensitive and receptive, and also healing, right? Your hands are bringing this being seen. Sometimes you just want to be seen. So see yourself through your hands, through that presence with your body. This is a really simple but powerful practice to just bring this deep relaxation. Any imprints of emotion or input that have been lingering maybe a little too long, almost like you're sweeping them off now, clearing this space in your body to be fresh, present, unencumbered. Just here for a few minutes. Keep that up. Soles of your feet in between your toes, right? Every little piece of you. Touch.
I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. I want you.
It's almost like you're reclaiming parts of your body. Give ourselves a lot sometimes and get back into yourself fully grounded so you can assess what's what. Reclaiming, almost pulling with each touch, each movement, each breath, like you're reeling in all of you here now from all points of time and space. Back 100% online here now. Breathing deeply. Keep it going last little bit. Just feeling that it takes time to build and establish connection. And things can be very quickly destroyed. So it takes time to build and no time at all to destroy. So here we're taking time building back up that connection. So, deep breaths. And then come into a forward fold. Just gonna hang. So you're welcome, of course, to bend your knees, but allow the body to be in this gravity bound release through the crown, the spine, unfolding slowly. And goal is to relax into this gradually. Let your arms hang relaxed, all the muscles softening and becoming heavy, melting. The neck. Your breath be natural. Feel the weight on the feet, even through the soles, through the heels, outer edges, balls of the feet. And spine just gradually kind of lengthening out here. So you become anchored in this position. Check in. Is there anywhere gripping, resisting? Can I soften, surrender, melt into those spaces with a few breaths? Just allowing whatever comes up to come up in the body, emotional body, the breath. Greatest healing gift is presence. Being able to just be with and see and breathe with what is here already. This little bit of hanging out. One more big sigh here in the body. Slowly begin to rise up, roll up, keep your feet anchored, your spine unwinding. And standing just for a few breaths to reset, assess what's here. And then we'll hang backwards. So your feet are planted and the arms are hanging back. And the head is lifted, just a little bit of a back bend. We're not putting too much pressure, but just lean backwards and let your arms hang loose. And breathe, and the breath is slow and then relax. For too long, but just as a counterbalance. The space in the chest really open up in the shoulders. Feeling that light in your body and your heart extend out almost like a wing. It's your center of gravity. Beautiful. And then rise back up to neutral, standing again for a few breaths. And when you're ready, come laying down on your back. Take your time, no rush to get there. Use blanket to cover up, bolster under your knees, and we're just going to take Shavasana here. If anyone would like a bolster, if they have one, let me know. Bring me one. Invite you to start come back in your body with a few breaths. Gently circle your wrists and ankles when you feel ready. And stay laying down for a moment here and again connect to the solar plexus. Just start by placing the right hand over the belly button and the left hand on top. Just making contact here, feeling the breath rising and falling in the body. Warmth in the hand and belly, or just feeling that temperature that is there. It's not warm. I have so many nerve endings. The belly button is definitely a portal for our bodies. It's where we grew out of, in a sense, that connection to the umbilical cord. So many nerve endings, such a powerful space of integration. And we're just going to do a self massage here to really connect and awaken this space. So taking your right fingertips all together, sort of like a 1 point, and a push down into the belly button. Just as far as you can, feels comfortable. And as you press down, keep breathing. The exhale, deflate your belly, maybe pushing in a little further. The inhale inflates it slightly, pushing against those fingertips. Just feeling that deep point of contact, that very pointed focus. Fingers pushing into the belly button. And then begin to take both hands, both fingers on either side of the belly button, and just start to move that space, the muscle, the band of muscle around and on top. Skin and flesh all around it clockwise. So to the right, up, to the left, down. Just start to circle in a clockwise spiral. Just again, feeling, breathing what's there. Really normal to feel stuff come up. There's a lot. Again, this is such an intense point of energy that stores and releases and transforms. It's a huge crossroads between upper and lower body, and of course, emotional and breath. And then we're going to move up above your belly button and find that sort of deep layer muscle energy. And again, we're just going to push down. You can use both sets of hands here if you'd like. Just make contact, feel that little bit of pushing and breathing into it. So really intensifying here sometimes the diaphragm, that band of muscle that allows the lungs to expand and contract and supports the breath. Might feel this tension in other places as you breathe into it. As I push down into this upper abdominal muscle, kind of start to feel it in my neck a little, for instance. Might be different for you. Keep breathing. And then start to circle in this area. So just gentle massage of your hands, circling clockwise, the upper abdominal area and belly. Further we kind of massage in, the more the energetic impact might be. So don't be afraid to explore the depth of your pressure a little bit. See what layers of muscle are be holding on and can be gently coaxed to release with some breaths. So we can really start to become our own best guides and healers as we make contact with what is here, these power centers, pressure centers. Sometimes there's a lot that gets held here. And then when you feel ready, release and just place the hands stacked, one on the upper abdomen, one on the belly button. And just let the hands rest there and breathe. Allowing yourself to feel what is shifted, what is here now. A few clearing breaths. Then we'll do the same thing for the lower belly underneath the belly button. So about 3 fingers width under your belly button. Find that space. And again, using one hand or two hands as almost like a tool to push into this portal, this marma point, this acupressure center. Make contact with any deeper layers or tissue, energy bundles. A lot of nerve endings and beginnings and clusters of energy points here. Let your exhale almost be like a ground of making full contact. The inhale is space to bring in a little more energy. Again, starting that circular movement in the massage, clockwise, over and around that lower belly. And again, as you feel out, like what is the depth of pressure that feels tolerable, and then what's maybe a little bit deeper beyond that to make contact with these deeper bands of muscle that need a little bit of touch as well. So as, especially laterally, just to the sides of that center point can be really powerful. So go explore, feel free to move around, intensify or lighten the pressure as needed. This is for you to become familiar with what is here in your body. there feels like one point needs extra attention, you can stay there and kind of circular massage with more pressure or more attention. Very tender. So stay with your breath as you meet whatever arises, that tenderness, that intensity. And then we'll release and just rest the hands on the lower belly, on the mid belly. It's very gentle contact here, breathing a few clearing breaths. Notice, feel as you've stirred the pot, so to speak. Free up these energy pathways and centers from holding and storing to experiencing and releasing. We also free up space for creative energy to flow in. Start to stretch the arms overhead, reach through the toes, nice big long stretch. And hug the knees in, and side to side. Drop your knees over to the left and take a little twist. Here, breathe here. Breathe here. And twist in the other direction, first through center. Pausing, resetting the hips, dropping the knees. Breathe here right into that space where the twisting is happening, that stretching across the sides. Back to center. Rub the soles of the feet together and the palms together. And then hug the knees, rock up and down a few times, shoulders to sit bones. Right. And then just find a nice comfortable seat. You can sit on a cushion, on a bolster against the wall. We're going to go into a little bit of a meditation here. So support yourself to sit comfortably. This is called Smiling Buddha meditation, and it's for the positive mind. Yogic psychology recognizes, similar to what Freud put out, that there's 3 parts to the mind: positive, negative, and neutral. And this is for the positive mind. So the positive mind is responsible for solutions, for using our energy resources in a way that creates and that constructs. If you could embody the positive mind as a city, I would say maybe New York, where the energy is always moving. There's always something happening, creative energy. Or maybe downtown Broadway here. And then we have the negative mind, which is protective. It sees where there's danger or boundaries needed or limits, and it says no. It's useful in taking care of kids. I think I don't have a daily experience of that, but certainly creating boundaries and being protective of your energy. And then the neutral mind is the mind that is really a witness. Sees the pros and cons. It sees all life as an extension of creator, of universe, of God, of whatever you want to call it, goddess. And it brings you into a state of understanding and compassion. Any meditation will activate the neutral mind. So we're working with that sort of resourced energy that we've opened up, and now we're applying it. So we're going to be chanting a little bit, but it's internal chanting. And the mantra is Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. It's the seed sounds of Sat Nam, which is a Sanskrit phrase that I am truth. Sat means truth, or that which is eternal. It's a quality of the soul. And Nam is name, or the vibration that creates a resonant field, a projection outward. So a sort of identity. So truth is my identity. I am that eternal truth. And then we're breaking it out. Sa is the seed sound for infinity. Ta is the seed sound for life. Na is the seed sound for death. Ma is the seed sound for rebirth. Sa, ta, na, ma. And so like this, it becomes a sort of wheel, the cycle of constant life, birth, death, rebirth. So you can bring your hands up into this like oath form shape. And then we're going to take the thumbs and hold down your ring finger and your pinky finger, almost like you're peace signing, but the peace sign fingers are together. And you're just going to hold like this. And really push your elbows back so your chest is lifted and out slightly. Extending across the muscles in the upper chest. With your eyes closed, begin to mentally recite that mantra, Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. Concentrate at your third eye, so your eyes are looking through that window on the brow. And this mantra is really an opportunity to get into the subconscious mind and sort of start to deconstruct what is not truth, what is perhaps a belief that is limiting you, or pattern, an ancestral genetic inheritance that maybe is no longer necessary. Keeping the chest lifted, the mantra steady in the mind, the eyes focused. This all empowers you to really turn on positive mind. breaths, keep that mantra circulating back to that pulse, that rhythm it creates within your mind. Patterns, habits, building it slowly. Staying here for a little longer to really etch this sound current internally, deep way. Stay with it. See the power of your focus, physical and mental, clearing out patterns that bind, doing, moving, dash. Concentrating really powerfully at that third eye, using that inner focus to harness your mental focus. The eyes can steady the body and they can also steady the mind when we use an internal drishti like this. Last minute, really bring it all together. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Just open and close your fists a few times. The arms relax. Just feel here with that produced, stirred up within you. Palms to heart center, rub hands. And let's close our practice with the song Long Time Sun. You know it. Sing along. Big inhale. May the time sun shine upon you. All lives surround you. And the pure guide your way. Guide your way. Guide your way. Chant a long sut and a short nam. Inhale. Sut. Peace to all, love to all, light to all. Thank you so much for practicing together today. Have a beautiful rest of your Friday. Stay. Thanks, y'all. It's different every time. You never know what you're gonna get. Okay. This is the honey class. Yeah, if you have any questions or comments, we'd love to connect more, feedback from you, and have an amazing March. We've got some cool new offerings coming up, the Yamas and Yamas series, and Yogi Beats 2000s edition. So check out our calendar. Get to practicing with us.
Have a good day. Bye, Leah.